I don't know. I don't know about this one. The more I sit with it, I have just come out of Power Ballad featuring Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas. John Carney is directing. I liked Begin Again. Loved Sing Street. I think that's an all-timer. I think that's a classic. I couldn't have more positive things to say about Sing Street. I guess I'll just talk. I'll talk with the. I'll talk a little bit of my thoughts about things beforehand before I get more into the review of the movie. Paul Rudd is a very, very polarizing actor, and people seem to be very, very mixed on him. I have a friend that does not care for him at all. He's a very polarizing actor. And I don't blame anyone both ways. I feel like I've liked him in more supporting roles than being at the helm of things. Who does he remind me of? I don't know. I like discussions like this. I like discussions on polarizing artists because it really forces me to dive deeper into why that might be. Paul Rudd, I'm very indifferent on him. A lot of people, they like him or they don't. I'm very indifferent. I think I liked the first Ant-Man. I think he's one of those guys where you watch him and you don't care to see him at all again anytime soon. That's just my opinion. But I do like Nick Jonas. I think he's made some good songs. I think he did well. I never minded him in his acting work. I think there's just something about Paul Rudd that almost feels like it's missing. I'm trying to think of another actor where, as a supporting role, he could absolutely shine. The second you start throwing him in the middle of things, that's where people might start having problems. And the original Ant-Man movie, it felt original and authentic enough where, and I think it was just better well written, where his character could strive. And so I liked him in Ant-Man. Did not care at all for the other two. Paul Rudd is very hit or miss. So I was interested in this movie. I've been quite interested in this movie because I just like the plot line. I like John Carney's work, but a plot line like this, it really interests me. So I was completely engaged the whole movie. But now that we've kind of set it up for my review of it and talking about Paul Rudd, not liking what I saw from him here. I think there were certain moments where it worked, a lot of other moments where we got to talk about the lip syncing. That was atrocious. I mean, it's I don't know how else to say it. That was really bad. And I don't know if anyone even said anything to him. I don't know how the production process worked. I did not like a lot of him in this movie, man. And, you know, singing is a big part of this movie. It's a big part of John Carnady's movies. The singing needs to work. And not only was his lip singing bad, but his recorded tracks, I mean, they're just not good. And with Sing Street, right, it's never asked you to be a professional singer. I'm not even trying to compare him next to Nick Jonas, which is already gonna, even if he was fine, it was already gonna look a little bit more jarring because he's next to a professional, well-made singer. But no, he was just bad. Like, the lip singing was like, he almost kind of loses himself into these recorded tracks where it's almost like Paul is forgetting that he's filming a movie where he's supposed to at least look like he's actually singing. No, it's really bad. And that threw me off very quickly because it's happening very quickly in the movie. So that was very disappointing to me. I really am caught off guard. Like, I'm trying to figure out what they were thinking. I get it. Like, it's a middle-aged dad who's been a wedding band singer for the last 15 years. I understand this guy is not supposed to be incredible. But, man, like, it's when you hear his voice, it's very hard to even feel sorry for the character that his dreams didn't pan out. Like, what's funny is he's a damn good dad. Like, I like him as an actual dad in the movie, but this is around singing. And even when they try and hit you with the final ballad, that final, that's supposed to get everyone rallied up, his voice and the auto-tune with it and his lip singing with it. I mean, telling you guys, this is a very big part of the movie. The singing is a big part of this movie. It's called Power Ballad. It's in the trailers. It's in the director's work. And if you're not hitting that, like, at all, I'm just like, what are we doing here? So that really disappointed me. That really threw me off. That hurt me a lot. But in terms of the actual plot line, I thought the third act was getting really abrupt. Look, I'm conflicted on what I say in this review, because if it's one thing I don't want to do is say, like, oh, they should have done this or they should have done that, because at the end of the day, we are watching a writer's work. We are watching a filmmaker's work, and I always try and respect their choices and see where they are coming from first. So what I say next, I want to let you know I'm very conflicted on what I say, because I don't like the critique sometimes of this should have happened instead. But for this, the third act feels so abrupt and almost unfinished. I just feel like the way the movie was being set up, I'm not gonna lie, I did think, especially once again with the promotional posters, I'm being led to believe like these characters are gonna like mend and all that stuff. So that threw me off, which is fine, because I do respect what he was trying to go for. He was trying to go for a more of Paul Rudd's character's inner world. Rick's inner world. That's his character's name. They're trying to have him really accept his life situation and where he's at, and they're using the success from this song as a way to, and where he's not getting credit, as a way for him to work through his inner challenges. That's completely fine. And actually, as I'm saying it, I'm becoming a little bit more understanding as I speak. But when it came to Danny Wilson as a character, it felt a little unfinished. It really did. And I feel like the way the movie was set up with these two characters and the connection that they had in that room making those songs, and it was genuine, it was authentic, and I just thought we would have a little bit more between them and a little bit more of Danny's character individually. Like Havana Rose Lewis in this movie, and she plays Danny's love interest, and once he takes credit for that song, like, we never see her again. Like, never. Like, I felt like she was a great character for him to have this arc where we see how he turns around. But once again, if that's not what they wanted to tell with him, that's not what they wanted to tell. I just feel like the movie would have been better if that was more fleshed out. Because he does make a big choice at the end. He makes a big choice, and there is still something compelling about his character. It's compelling in a way where the guy, an artist has to choose on what he values more of. And we can tell from the beginning of the movie that he's not taking it well, that he's washed up. He's not. He's not taking it well, but I guess I have to respect the writer's choice. I have to respect Carney's choice in the film. I have to respect the choice that Danny made, and the choice Danny made for himself, which is the fact that no, I'm going to prioritize this. I don't want to ruin this. My career was washed up, and this has given me an opportunity to get my career back. I don't know everything that the ending is trying to hint at, but either way, I don't know. Now that I'm talking this out, it's a fine movie. It's a fine movie. I was expecting a little bit more. I was waiting on this one for a while, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I read about it earlier this year, I'm like, damn, when is that coming out? But I gave it 3 stars. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I still find it watchable. John Carney's gonna give you a watchable film, no matter how much older he gets, how long it's been since, whatever. He's going to give you something to watch. And I was still engaged, so I give a lot of more points for that. But between the lip singing, between not feeling like everything was as fleshed out as it could have been, it does bring down my rating a lot. But those are my thoughts on Power Ballad, guys. It's in the middle of a busy previous month, a busy upcoming month. We got Disclosure Day soon, coming out in a week. Right now, Scary Movies gonna take over the box office. Obsession might continue its great run. Backrooms for the second week. So this movie isn't gonna be doing anything crazy. But if you've seen it, if you want to see it, let me know your thoughts. Decent time, nothing more. That's fine. On to the next one. I'm gonna see Obsession again, finally. Felt like it's been way too long. And then what's next for me is probably Spielberg. But, yeah. Really looking forward to that one. I'm a little cautious. Don't know how I felt about those trailers, but some of the people have seen it already. I'm hearing some strong things, so let's have some faith. Go check Power Ballad out if you have some time and you don't have anything else on your list. It's not a bad watch. Great chance you might like it more than me. Great chance you might like it a lot less than me. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts, and until next time.